from the station you count on for local news that matters. This is your forecast first from KARK4.
Days upon days of heavy rain is causing widespread flooding across the natural state, forcing roads to close and schools to cancel classes. Thanks for joining us today at 4. I'm Ashley Ketz. Most of central Arkansas has already seen several inches of rain, and there's even a chance for severe storms this weekend. Because we're your weather authority, we have team coverage tonight, and we want to start with Chief Meteorologist Keith here in the next 24 hours. Keith.
Well, Ashley, we can expect at least the next 24 hours to be as rough or perhaps rougher than what we've been through the past couple of days. Number one, overnight last night, early this morning, we saw another 2 to 4 inches of rain. The soils are completely saturated. We're at the point where we're seeing nearly 100% runoff from any rain that occurs. So tomorrow's rainfall expected to be in the range of about 1 to 3 inches will likely exacerbate a lot of flooding problems because that rain is likely to come over a very short time period. So the National Weather Service continuing that flood watch for nearly all of Arkansas through tomorrow evening. Now, as of right now, we still do have numerous flood warnings in effect for much of west central, central, and northeast Arkansas. As Ashley mentioned at the beginning of the newscast, many roads are flooded, some homes are flooded, and we are still seeing some rain on radar. Fortunately, not terribly heavy, but light to occasionally moderate rain from near Mena across through Yell and Perry counties, lifting northward along Interstate 40, generally to the west of Conway. Areas in northeast Arkansas also getting some light to moderate rain. In addition to the continued flood threat, there is going to be the potential for severe weather. Storm Prediction Center has upped that risk to enhance the 30% risk for much of the southeast two-thirds of Arkansas. Time frame, early afternoon, western Arkansas, 4 to 6 p.m. central Arkansas, and about 8 to 9 o'clock eastern Arkansas. Damaging winds as well as isolated tornadoes will be possible during the course of tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Your forecast first for Little Rock, just a 30% chance of showers overall tonight. Temperature steady in the mid-50s. The rest of your forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Keith, thanks very much. The floodwaters continue to cause problems across central Arkansas. KARK4's Tyler Thomason joins us live in Jacksonville from the road that just closed there, and people who live by there, they're going to run into some problems either on the road or if they're maybe in their neighborhoods.
Ashley, that's right. Yeah, we're coming to you live. We're actually at the 440 exit southbound on I-67-167 coming from Jacksonville towards Sherwood. I'm going to step out of the way and kind of show you the area that I think officials are wanting to make sure drivers know about. If you're coming southbound on 67-167, you can see part of this exit toward 440 is kind of blocked off here. You can see some of this water that has continued to kind of pile up and threaten this side part of the interstate here. It's kind of that way on both sides of 67-167. Just a few moments ago, we traveled from Sherwood to Jacksonville and then came back up towards Sherwood. Didn't really encounter that many problems. Didn't see anything that was entirely shut off. So as far as 67 and 167 goes, traffic is basically moving like you might expect on a Friday afternoon, considering the construction that they do have going on. So we're going to continue to kind of monitor the area here. Again, this one section of near 440 exit is what I think officials are wanting drivers to be cautious of. But like I said, we'll continue to monitor these conditions and let you know more as things develop here. Live in Jacksonville, Tyler Thomason for KARK4 News. Back to you.
All right. Thanks for clarifying that, Tyler. Also, another part near Jacksonville is prone to flooding, and that is the Gravel Ridge area. Rick Simmons owns a paint and body shop there on Jacksonville Cutoff Road. His shop has been flooded 3 times in the last 15 years. He's lost tools, equipment, even cars, and with an early warning about all this rain on the way, he was able to act fast.
At this time, we were kind of prepared. We knew it was going to happen, so we got stuff taken care of and got everything up off the floor.
And this morning, Rick found his building already covered in water, just like he anticipated. And take a look at this from Lonoke County. There was so much rain and water, it caused this gas tank below the station to float up and even break through the concrete. This was near Highway 5 and Highway 319. No injuries were reported there. And in Saline County, Bishop Park and Boone Road in Bryant are closed because of high waters. The road has already been taken over by rising water. This was early this morning, so the city had to close it. Officials say they don't expect to open it anytime soon with more rain coming. And here's a look at the roads across the state on I-Drive Arkansas, where you see those blue X's. That means the road is closed because of high waters. If you're planning to get out this weekend, be sure to plan ahead. And also remember, if you see high waters, to turn around. Don't drown. We will continue to follow this story throughout the weekend because we are your weather authority. You can find the latest on the forecast and the road conditions on the air and online. Also, download our app, and you can follow the KARK4 weather team wherever you go. A student at Parkview High School has been arrested after being accused of making a school threat. According to Little Rock Police, the 15-year-old was taken into custody yesterday and has been charged with terroristic threatening. The police report states the school officials went into the boy's classroom after receiving information a student was in class and was possibly cutting himself and may have a kill list. In the last week in Arkansas, there have been at least 19 other reported threats to schools that have led to investigations and arrest. A Wynn man is behind bars after authorities say he tried to meet up with a teenage girl for sex. Investigators say 22-year-old DeMonte Stewart arrived at a local motel to meet the female who was 13 years old for the purpose of having sex. He is currently being held at the Cross County Jail and charged with sexual indecency with a child. UAMS is planning to cut more positions, more than what they announced earlier in the year. They're planning to eliminate 724 positions in all. This is 124 more than they were announced in January. It will save about $54 million a year. We're told the layoffs affected employees all across the board in clinical and non-clinical positions. Is being made for the first time. The state is helping federal courts fill the gap after a nationwide effort to reduce federal court costs. KARK's Chanley Painter takes us to Batesville, where the community there has signed a rare courthouse sharing agreement.
When one door closes, another one opens.
The confluence of What If and I Can has come together with this cooperative agreement.
Independence County Judge Robert Griffin knew something had to be done when the federal courthouse closed in Batesville after more than 100 years.
The ability to keep local justice local enhances the availability of justice.
So he offered the use of the Independence County Courthouse at virtually no cost.
This is a huge event for the people of our district. The only cost that will be associated with it will be the electric bills. The U.S. Marshal Service will provide bailiff duties.
Honorable Lee Herod and other circuit court judges immediately supported the idea, and federal judge D.P. Marshall gladly accepted the offer.
Court is it's a gathering of people in a convenient place, as close as possible to them.
Even neighboring Cleburne County opened its courthouse doors for the first time.
There's never been a federal court convene in our county.
This historic agreement makes Arkansas only the second state in the country uniting state and federal courts.
Rather than having to travel to Jonesboro, Little Rock, Helena, or some other location like that, they can still do it here within their home territory.
Chief Justice of the Arkansas Supreme Court, John Kemp, feels this type of cooperation is important for the district and its local attorneys.
It's good to be able to come to a local courtroom, to have jurors that are not having to travel 2 or 3 hours to go to court. It will make a great deal of difference to my clients.
For Judge Griffin, it was all about opening doors. He hopes this trend will continue for access to justice across the state.
I would anticipate there's no reason for it to end.
And as part of a nationwide effort to reduce federal court space and contain costs, they hope the trend will continue across the state as federal courthouses in Harrison and Pine Bluff have closed as well. This agreement between federal and state courts for the Northern Division of Eastern Arkansas, it covers a lot of different counties. I want to name them real quickly: Cleburne, Fulton, Independence, Izard, Jackson, Sharp, and Stone counties. Well, we are finally entering the final days of the Winter Olympics. We'll take a look at the medal count and tell you how Team USA is doing. Also, candidates can now file to run for state office here in the state of Arkansas, but some concerned about the cost of getting your name on the ballot in the first place.
It's not just we want to carry a weapon. I mean, we want to be trained so that we can protect ourselves and our family.
Nearly 200 Arkansans can now carry guns in public colleges and sporting events, common areas of airports, even the state capitol. It's all thanks to the new enhanced carry law. We sent our Jesse Tenor through the class to show us what it takes to get your concealed carry license in Arkansas enhanced. That's coming up.
And all things considered, traffic moving pretty smoothly across the main routes throughout Arkansas. Live look at I-430 northbound on that big hill coming down to the Arkansas River. Traffic smooth sailing right now. KARK4 News continues in just a couple.
You're watching KARK4 News at 4 with Ashley Katz and Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.
Oh, it's time.
It must be 4 o'clock.
Ooh, right. Why wait when you can get your news an hour earlier? KARK4 News at 4.
Your friend orders a Friday sirloin steak and big ribs. You want to up him with the steak, but add a steak. Figuring steak and steak trumps ribs and steak. But does it?
2 meats, 2 sides, $14.99. Get it here or get it to go.
Hi, Dave Woodman here, and look who I've got with me. From Fairfield Bay, Arkansas, Mr. Bob Light. Bob, I heard you had some really severe low back and neck pain before you saw Dr. Keith Curry, and that's all changed.
Yes, David has. I have a close family friend that saw Dr. Curry years ago, and she's still doing great. I've had 1 back surgery and didn't want to have another, so I decided to see Dr. Curry as well.
Well, how bad was your pain?
My pain was severe. It was really bad. It was a constant, sharp, tingling pain that went from my back to my legs and feet. It was a full 10 out of 10, and now it's a 0. Dr. Curry has also worked with me through nutrition, and I've lost 20 pounds and feel healthier, a much clearer mind, and much more energy. I could go on and on about Dr. Curry and what he's done to help me and how his treatments have changed my life.
Well, that's great, Bob. Now, what would you tell someone who has severe neck pain or back pain or diabetic neuropathy?
Call Dr. Curry right away. His treatments have changed my life.
Sight and Sound Theaters presents one of the most powerful Bible stories ever told, playing for the first time in Branson.
Samson, you're going to deliver our people from the Philistines.
God gave him the strength to fight thousands, but his greatest challenge will be living with his own choices.
We will destroy Samson.
Samson, live on stage at Sight and Sound Theaters.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Spark.
Just call 376-9000.
Or get 24-hour service at morrisspark.com. The appointment is free.
The call is free. And there's no fee unless we get you money.
Call 376-9000.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
Injured in a car wreck in the Little Rock area? You know what to do. Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morrisspark.com. One call, that's all.
Your friend orders a Friday sirloin steak and big ribs. You want to up him with the steak, but add a steak. Figuring steak and steak trumps ribs and steak. But does it?
2 meats, 2 sides, $14.99. Get it here or get it to go.
I'm Lester Holt. Watch Nightly News tonight after KARK4 News at 5.
You're watching KARK4 News at 4.
Faculty and staff in southern Florida are returning to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School for the first time today since the mass killing. Meanwhile, on Thursday, Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel said an armed security officer on campus where a gunman killed 17 people never went inside the high school or tried to engage the gunman during the attack.
So what should be done?
Went in, addressed the killer, killed the killer.
Scott Peterson, the sheriff's deputy assigned to the school, has resigned. Arkansas's Attorney General was in Maryland today speaking about immigration at the CPAC conference of conservative activists. She's had a very strong message to the audience.
American patriots have not laid down their lives on foreign soil, only to have their family and friends be harmed by policies of public officials who harbor hustlers, hooligans, and hoodlums in their hometowns.
She also spoke about Democratic politicians like former President Obama and Nancy Pelosi, saying they have very different version of immigration compared to the, quote, God-fearing, flag-waving conservative Americans. And President Trump was also in Maryland. He was basked in a friendly reception at the conference, delivering a freewheeling address that lasted well over an hour. He reinforced his call for allowing teachers to carry handguns, concealed handguns, arguing a teacher should have, quote, shot the hell out of the Florida school attacker.
So what it does is it makes us look, you had one guard, he didn't turn out to be too good, I will tell you that. He turned out to be not good. He was not a credit to law enforcement, that I can tell you.
He said stronger background checks for gun buyers is a must. As the nation continues debating over gun violence and school safety, KARK4's Jesse Tenor takes a closer look at the issue. Jesse.
Thanks, Ashley. After last week's mass shooting at a Florida high school, the debate over what to do next raging on. It's reignited the debate over gun regulations, and we just spoke about President Trump's address to conservatives on his plan to improve school safety by arming teachers. But some aren't on board with that plan, saying it would cause more harm than good. I want to bring in NBC's Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd. And Chuck, let's talk about this controversial idea. Does the president have any kind of support from lawmakers on this?
I don't think he's got a majority support. I mean, I think there are certain, there's certain parts of the of Congress that would support this idea of arming teachers. But I think overwhelmingly, you're not going to get a majority support on this issue, and it could, if it's included in any reform efforts, it could actually become what we call in Washington sometimes a poison pill, where somebody votes it all down. I think I would point people down to the reform plan that the governor of Florida announced earlier today, where he doesn't propose arming teachers. He proposed adding more officers to schools, essentially having one per 1,000 students. So, for instance, at the high school where the shooting took place last week, you'd have had 3 police officers on campus that were armed, not just one. So I think that middle ground is likely to be something that you would find more support for before you got to the point of arming teachers. That said, this could be a state-by-state thing, where you'll see a large majority of the states not do it, but you might see a handful of states try this. Ohio has tried it, for instance.
The state of Arkansas actually did something pretty interesting. They passed this law during the last session in 2017. It started out as a campus carry law where teachers would go through certain training to be more armed, and then once all the details were ironed out, it became this enhanced carry. So essentially, any concealed carry license holder in the state could go through additional training and then carry in places like public sporting events in colleges, even the state capitol. Do you think we could see something like that happening on a federal level?
I doubt you will see that pass on a federal level. There's just too many Democrats that would be against something like this. The idea of sort of, for instance, there's been talk to have reciprocity for concealed carry, so that like a driver's license, if you get your Arkansas driver's license, you can come to Washington, D.C., no problem, and operate a car. The idea is if you have a concealed carry permit in Arkansas, that you should be able to go anywhere in the country, and your concealed carry permit should be good to go. That is just not going to ever pass on a federal level. But I could see other states trying this going forward. Look, the concern that some have is that what happens when there is an incident? Do you suddenly have a shootout of sorts, and then there's crossfire, and then there's sort of professional amateurs versus the actual first responders? So, that's the unknown here. We haven't really had a situation where we've seen this. Look, I think part of this is there's frustration of, well, if we can't do anything about it, let's at least be able to arm people in the moment in time. But I think ultimately the focus is going to be, at least as far as Washington is concerned, is on the background check system. Let's take the shooting down in Florida last week. The school system knew this kid had mental problems. That information never made it into the background check system. That's the hole, right? Start there. Everything else, I think, is ancillary at this point.
All right. Well, hey, Chuck, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll continue to keep our eye on what they do there in Washington. And make sure to catch me on Capitol View on Sunday mornings at 8:30, and then you can see Chuck Todd right after on Meet the Press. Back to you.
Jesse, thanks very much. And coming up, Subway's shaking up its loyalty program. We'll tell you what's changing. Plus, Team USA is entering the final days of the Winter Games, but there is still plenty. Look at the latest medal count and what you can expect in prime time.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Sport.
Don't go in alone. We can help.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
Call me me now, 376-9000, or go to moorespark.com. One call, that's all.
At the Marcus Vaden Law Firm, we're former prosecutors who spent our careers representing victims. If you've been injured based on someone else's negligence, if you're a victim of sexual or physical assault, or if an insurance company is refusing to pay your claim, give us a call. We can help.
Find the jewelry store you've always deserved with the trip to Sissy's Log Cabin. Just around the corner and far from ordinary, you'll find a selection of fine and exclusive designer jewelry like no other, with options to fit any budget, all with service that you have to experience to believe. Family owned for nearly 50 years, we're everything you deserve in a trusted jeweler.
When you're here,
everyone's family.
Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
We believe when you're treated right, you feel welcome to be yourself, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So feel free to own it. At Isle of Capri Casino, feel free to feel free.
Thanks President's Day savings event with discounts of 40 to 50% on famous Lane recliners.
$700 leather recliners, only $379. $1,000 leather power recliners, only $549. $1,100 high leg leather recliners, only $579. $1,100 leather reclining sofas, only $799. And your sales tax paid.
Sale ends February 25th at Hank's Fine Furniture.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Moorespark.
It's easy. Just call 376-9000.
We'll work hard to get you the money you deserve. Call me now, 376-9000, or go to moorespark.com. One call, that's all.
From the excitement of the opening ceremony
to local athlete interviews,
there's only one station to turn to for your local Olympic coverage.
We're your team.
Live in Pyeongchang.
And only right here.
Watch KARK4, local news that matters, tonight. You're watching KARK4 News at 4.
We are gearing up for another night of Olympics coverage on KARK. You're taking a live look at the flame as it continues to burn in Pyeongchang. You're going to see some of the biggest stars go for gold tonight. But first, here is a look at where we stand. Team USA still remains in 4th place heading into the final days of the games. With 8 gold, 7 silver, and 6 bronze, Norway continues to dominate the 1st place spot. And Canada is now in 2nd, Germany in 3rd. Team USA will enter the final weekend of the Winter Games, but there is still plenty to see. Jay Gray is in Olympic Park with a preview of what you'll see tonight.
Hey there, and good afternoon from Olympic Park. You know, we've been trying to show you some of the gear from these Olympics, and believe it or not, the official uniform of the Norwegian curling team. And yeah, it's a head-to-toe affair here, guys. They like to make a splash, those Norwegian curlers. You know who's been making a splash in curling? The men. They started real rough. It was a rough tournament. They almost played their way out, but no. Way back in, they beat Canada twice, and now they find themselves in the gold medal match against Sweden. Sweden a tough out, but look, this team's playing well.
They're off to play for gold.
Team Sweden's a really good team, but we're firing all cylinders right now, so we'll see what happens.
And one more chance for some medals for Team USA. Men's snowboard, big air, 3 Americans in the finals there.
You know, it's cool that you got to compete in it, and I landed a run, which is perfect.
What would be better than to see us grab 3 medals to close out these games, as the curlers say, a clean sweep. That's the latest from here at Olympic Park. Now back to you.
A very festive jacket there on Jay. Coming up during the Olympics, we all wanted to bring you the word of the day just so we could get a little taste of what's happening. Here is Lex Gray with today's word.
Hey everyone, I'm Lex Gray in Pyeongchang with your Korean word of the day from Chosul.
겨울.
Kyol, and what does that mean?
Winter.
And it is definitely kyol out here. That's your Korean word of the day.
Kyol.
Kyol.
All right.
Kind of, I guess,
chill in some parts of the country, but not here.
It's kind of more like spring, I would say.
I don't know. It's more like the days before Noah packed the ark up. I'll tell you what, there has been a lot of rain, and we do have a lot more on the way, Ashley, and the potential for severe weather. Let's get right to the radar and show you what's going on. Number one, we still do have some areas of light to occasionally moderate rain continuing just north of the Little Rock metro area. A little bit closer look now shows those areas of rain moving off to the northeast at about 25 miles per hour, basically covering parts of extreme northern Polk County through Scott County. You folks in Yale County seeing some areas of light rain. That light rain now lifting generally to the north of I-40, west of Little Rock. Conway, you've got one more little batch headed your way, and then you'll dry out for the next couple of hours. Up across northeast Arkansas, right now, widely scattered areas of light to occasionally moderate rain. We are going to see at least a decrease in this activity overnight tonight. Still some small rain chances, but those chances go way back up tomorrow, along with the potential for more heavy rainfall and also severe weather. Temperatures warming up nicely across much of the state today. That warm air making it back into South Arkansas just after 4 o'clock. It's in the mid-60s. Got 54 here in Little Rock, mid to upper 40s across much of northern Arkansas. And we will be expecting to see, again, a little bit of a respite from the heavy rain. That will give a lot of areas, streams, and creeks a chance to recede somewhat, and a lot of those flooded roadways to become at least unflooded for the time being. But remember, soil is completely saturated across the state. That runoff rate is near 100%. That means anything that does fall tomorrow will likely result in almost immediate flooding situations, and that rain could come down very hard very quickly as a line of thunderstorms moves through. But for overnight tonight, we will see temperatures nearly steady with just a 30% chance of showers across the state. As that front lives northward, temperatures generally will be very mild during the day tomorrow as well. In fact, we'll call it warm with highs generally in the 60s and 70s. Winds will be picking up out of the south and then southwest at about 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts to 25 to 30. And then by early afternoon, we are expecting a line of thunderstorms to develop right along the Oklahoma state line. That line will be moving eastward during the course of the afternoon, probably arriving in the Little Rock area, the I-30, 67, 167 corridor, between about 4 and 6 p.m. That's going to be where the potential for the heaviest rain is, and that's going to be the potential for the severe weather. The good news with this, it is progressive. It will be out of the area by mid-evening tomorrow. We'll look for at least some sunshine on Sunday, although there may still be a couple of showers right along the Louisiana state line. By the time we head into Monday, we clear things out completely, but no sooner than we do that than the next storm system and cold front approach from the northwest. A couple of showers will be possible by late on Tuesday. But the thing we need to concentrate on, well, actually two things. Number one, the potential for more flooding. 1 to 3 more inches of rain is going to be possible, and the potential for severe weather. There could be damaging winds as well as isolated tornadoes. And given the fact the soils are very, very saturated, trees that normally wouldn't fall down with strong winds could become targets for being toppled over. So keep that in mind tomorrow, because even winds that aren't that strong, 40 to 50 miles per hour in general, we could see a lot of trees falling because the root systems are totally in very, very soft soil. Little Rock tonight, just a 30% chance of showers. Temperatures steady, generally in the mid-50s. As we head through the day on Saturday, a few showers early, then showers and thunderstorms becoming widespread by early afternoon in western Arkansas, by about 4 to 6 p.m. in central Arkansas, and by about 6 to 7 p.m. in the eastern part of the state. Remember, damaging winds, even isolated tornadoes are going to be possible, as well as the potential for an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain. Saturday's high up to around 75. Your Crane Team weather impact number for tonight, we're going to put it at a 3, I should say a 2. We're going to put it to an 8 tomorrow for 2 reasons. 1, potential for flooding. 2, the potential for strong winds taking down trees. And 3, isolated tornadoes will be possible. A 0 for Sunday. We're going to clear it out for the most part. Again, a couple of showers will be possible in far south Arkansas during the day on Sunday, but everybody else partly cloudy to mostly sunny. 63, 68 on Monday. Looking for a high temperature near 70 on Tuesday, but actually more rain and thunderstorms move in for Wednesday. But at this point, the good news is we aren't expecting that system to kind of park over us. It'll be a progressive one, 1 to 2 inches of rain with that one, and then we'll return to sunshine by the tail end of the upcoming week. But really, folks, I mean, a concern that a lot of us have tomorrow is the very, very saturated soil. And we've had a couple of trees already fall down with no wind. Even gusts of wind that normally wouldn't cause tree damage could take down some big trees that basically can't withstand that saturated soil.
Right, so we need to be extra cautious tomorrow.
That's right. Arkansas Storm Team will be standing by.
All right, Keith, thanks very much. And nearly 200 Arkansans can now carry guns in public colleges and sporting events, common areas, airports, also the state capitol, thanks to the new enhanced carry law. And coming up, our Jesse Tenor went to see what it took to pass the class.
Red Gerard won the U.S.'s first gold of the games.
Red Gerard is on top of the podium.
Will he make it two in the big air competition? And Team USA skis for gold in the first ever Alpine team event. The Winter Olympics live coast to coast. Tonight on NBC.
Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents.
Good Girls premieres this Monday on NBC.
If you're on Medicaid, you now qualify for dental health care and have been assigned to one of two plans to manage your dental needs. If your plan is MCNA Dental, you'll receive access to great dental care and a free Walmart gift card. And if you're not assigned to MCNA, you'll have until March 31st to switch to MCNA and get your free Walmart gift card. MCNAAR.net. Every Arkansan deserves a healthy smile.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Bard. Call 376-9000.
376-9000.
We'll work hard to get you the money you deserve.
It's easy. Just call 376-9000.
Just call 376-9000.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
Injured in a car wreck in the Little Rock area? You know what to do. Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morrisbart.com. One call, that's all.
Hi, Dave Woodman here, and look who I've got with me from Camden, Arkansas, Ole Miss alum, 2012 Super Bowl champ, Stacey Andrews. Show him that Super Bowl ring, Stacey. Man, that is a beautiful ring. But you know, the ring's great, but what's even better, 2 years ago, Stacey came down with horrible back pain and was just about to have low back surgery when his mother told him to see Dr. Curry. Take it from there, Stacey.
Yeah, Dave, my pain was extreme. I had severe low back pain and sharp pain with numbness and tingling that was shooting into my legs. And I couldn't stand up or walk. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't play with my kids, work out, or do any things that I love to do. I was headed into surgery, and my mom asked me to go see Dr. Curry. I went from severe pain to no pain in a few weeks and avoided major back surgery. 2 years later, I'm still doing great.
He is doing great, too. Take my word for it. Why don't you pick up the phone and call Dr. Curry right now to see if he can help you like he helped Stacey. Don't delay. Get your life back now.
You're watching KARK4 News at 4.
A handful of Arkansas school districts dealing with gun threats over the past several days, adding to a rising total in the 9 days since a mass shooting at a Florida high school. Some believe the state's new enhanced carry law will be a deterrent. It allows concealed carry holders to bring weapons into zones once labeled gun-free. Opponents argue more guns only add to the confusion. KARK4's Jesse Tenor went through the course to help you decide.
1 shot, 2 seconds. Ready?
50 rounds.
Good.
Time.
Next exercise, 2 shots, 3 seconds. Ready?
20 from 3 yards.
5 shots, 15 seconds.
20 from 7 yards.
A lot of time.
And 10 from 15 yards.
3 shots, 6 seconds. Ready?
If concealed carry license holders hit at least 35 of the 50 rounds in the 7 ring, they pass the shooting qualification for the state's new enhanced license.
I was a little concerned about the time frame in which you had to execute or shoot, but it really gives you enough time to fire proficient.
The 15 yards a little far out there. You've got these chances to do it, you want to do good, plus I try to beat my husband when I can, so.
She didn't.
He only beat me by 3, so that's okay, that's not too bad. Okay. I was really nervous, so.
But Sherry Carroll with a 44, Tom Whitehead with a 49, both passed, giving them a license to carry a gun in public colleges and sporting events, common areas of airports, even the state capitol.
It's not your job to be the police officer. To me, it's a deterrent. It's almost the same reason the government puts U.S. Marshals on airplanes. You don't know who's carrying.
You should be able to carry where you want to. It's not fair to be told where you can and where you can't, because the places that aren't going to allow it is where it typically happens.
If and when it happens, these average citizens are armed and ready.
The time it would take from the time somebody approached you to the police arrived on scene, everyone could be killed.
In the perfect world, probably guns shouldn't be here, but we don't live in the perfect world. So I have the right to protect myself and my family. I also have the right to protect maybe other people that can't protect themselves.
The rest of our class shares that burden. We all passed. I've only shot a gun 3 times in my life.
You ready to do this thing?
I guess so.
Okay.
And it showed.
1 shot, 2 seconds. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
It took me 3 times to pass. I failed the first miserably.
Better, much better.
Missed by 1 on the second. But now, the damage. I'm included in that number.
38 minus 1 is 37.
Woo! Yay! 3rd time's the charm.
That's right, that's right.
And that's all you got, too. If I failed the 3rd time,
15.
I would have to wait 90 days before giving it another shot. All right. But after signing off on our targets,
That'll do.
the only thing left for us to do,
You've got to be able to get through this part before we go through the classroom portion.
learn the ins and outs of the new law in a 6-hour class. Then we get the red enhancement stamped on our concealed carry license.
I hope I never have to use my weapon, but at least I've got the training and the proficiency in the range. If I had to use it, I could.
This won't be their last time running through this shooting sequence.
They get it and they think that's all they need to do. If you're going to carry, you need to practice. You need to be consistent with kind of your training so that you really don't forget.
While more Arkansans line up to take on the responsibility.
The new law does allow guns inside dorm rooms as long as they're not stored there, as well as public colleges and sporting events, common areas of airports, and the state capitol. Guns are still prohibited in courtrooms, prisons, K-12 schools, public pre-K and daycares. Private colleges and churches, bars, any other privately owned business can opt out with signs or verbally tell the license holders they cannot carry on the premises. College sporting events can also opt out if state police approve the school's security plans. We are your local election headquarters. Candidates, they can now file to run for office here in the state of Arkansas, but some are concerned about the cost of getting their name on the ballot. In 41 states, the cost of filing to run for statewide office is $250 or less. Many states don't have a fee at all, so just how much does it cost in Arkansas? Well, a Democrat running for state representative must pay a $3,000 filing fee. For state senators, it's $4,500. Now, on the Republican side, the fee for state representative is also $300, but then those who jump up to Senate, they have to fork over the $7,500. Democratic Representative Greg Leding says that is just too high.
I think the fee absolutely discourages low-income Arkansans from running for the state legislature. And 57% of Americans don't have $500 on hand to cover an emergency, and we're asking them to pay thousands of dollars in order to run for office.
And Arkansas is only one of 3 states that allows political parties to set their own filing fees. Both Democrats and Republicans say the money goes back to the candidates. At 5 and what's coming up, Bob Clausen joins us in the newsroom now. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Ashley, how are you? We're going to take the opportunity tonight at 5 o'clock and talk a little bit about a mentoring program that KARK is heavily involved in. It's a situation where we team kids in the neighborhood up with folks who are leaders in their community, try to give them a positive role model. And it's really easy to do. All you have to do, you can just go to our website. You can learn a lot about it. You can sign up and become a mentor in your neighborhood. So we're excited to share some information about that. Talking about not a mentor, some guy who was driving through the state with 55 pounds of pot in his car. The saying is go big or go home. This guy went big and went to jail. We're going to have the latest on that. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, that being the rain and the flooding that's out there. You cannot escape it at all. From one downpour to the next, it seems like we're dodging as much rain and flooding as we can across the state. 4 counties now issuing disaster emergency proclamations. That's Randolph, Chico, White, and Clark. Many areas in the state now bracing themselves for even more flooding as we head into the weekend. We've got more rain on the way. Keith's been outlining it in detail. Also, a threat of severe weather coming our way. So a lot to talk about weather-wise. And more than 20 school threats have been reported in Arkansas in the last week alone. Tonight at 5, we're going to talk to state officials and parents on this issue and what needs to be done about that. So something that certainly needs to be talked about. It's being talked about at, on kitchen tables all across the state. We're going to talk about it tonight. So a lot coming up at 5, Ashley.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Bob. Well, coming up next, technology, it seems to be helping out future Olympic athletes. We'll explain. Plus, Subway, they are shaking up their loyalty program. We'll tell you why you won't be able to get a free footlong anymore. That's next.
KARK wants you to have a little romance with your special someone. Diamond earrings, spa treatments, and a Cupid's gift card. Go to ArkansasMatters.com to enter. The winner will be chosen on February 28th. Sponsored by J. Oliver's and these fine sponsors.
Your friend orders a Friday sirloin steak and big ribs. You want to up him with the steak, but add a steak. Figuring steak and steak trumps ribs and steak. But does it?
2 meats, 2 sides, $14.99. Get it here or get it to go.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Sport.
Just call 376-9000.
Or get 24-hour service at morrisspart.com.
Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morrisspart.com. One call, that's all.
I'm loving this coffee because with every sip, I'm saving tons by downloading digital coupons at Kroger.com. I can even get a digital coupon for a free product every Friday. And every day, I can choose from over $400 in digital coupons. So I'm in.
Sign up for your free account and start saving more today at Kroger.com.
The Buy 5, Save 5 event is on now. Mix and match favorites like Green Mountain Coffee, Kellogg's cereal, and more.
A little part of it went to pay the government for your Social Security disability insurance. When you paid in, you did your part. Now, if you can't work because of a physical or mental condition, you have a right to the benefits you paid for. At Rainwater Holt in Sexton, we help people get the Social Security disability benefits they deserve. We're Rainwater Holt in Sexton. Let us help you weather the storm. 888-8888.
There's a lot to love at FFO Home.
This is our adjustable base bed, complete with a Natural Elements mattress. We've never slept better.
The lift bed really helps with Brian's snoring and my bad back. And the Natural Elements mattress was half the price of the name brands.
With great prices and exclusive brands like this, we'll definitely be back to FFO Home.
FFO Home, where great quality furniture lives for less.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Sport.
Don't go in alone. We can help.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morrisspart.com. One call, that's all.
Your friend orders a Friday sirloin steak and big ribs. You want to up him with the steak, but add a steak. Figuring steak and steak trumps ribs and steak. But does it?
2 meats, 2 sides, $14.99. Get it here or get it to go.
Breaking news right now, a strong military presence and police presence happening right now on Horse Loop and Lawrence Drive in Saline County. Take a look at these pictures here. Authorities say they found some sort of dangerous substance. The state health department believes it could possibly be ricin. Our Mitch McCoy is on the scene, and we'll have much more on this story tonight at 5. Starting next month, Subway will give its customers the chance to earn $2 discounts instead of those free footlong sandwiches. Customers who will spend $50 get that $2 discount toward their sandwich, salad, or any other menu item. Previously, customers who spent the $50 got a free 6-inch sandwich, and those that spent $75 were rewarded with a free footlong. Other rewards include free cookies and chips for those who visit Subway more often. 58,000 gas fire pits that were sold exclusively at Home Depot are being recalled. This after several reports of burns. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the base of the fire pit lacks a heat shield to protect consumers from burns while they're turning on and off the propane tank. They were actually sold at stores nationwide to November of last year. And taking a look now at some of the stories that are filling up your feeds this afternoon on social media. Coming in at number 4, a violent dust storm in the Australian state of Queensland. The storm vastly limited the visibility there and also covered up this town. It's in the southwest part of the state. It's an orange dust, as you can see, and according to one of their TV networks there, the wind gusts recorded were nearly 60 miles an hour. Number 3, Janelle Monáe fans are rejoicing. The singer just dropped 2 new songs, Dango Jane, and then it's an anthem about race and gender, and then also Make Me Feel. That's more of a funky track, and it features actress Tessa Thompson in the video. Monáe also revealed her long-awaited 3rd solo album, Dirty Computer, that will drop April 27th. And at number 2, Star Wars The Last Jedi. If it left you wondering what happens next, J.J. Abrams knows. He is the filmmaker who is directing and co-writing Star Wars Episode 9. He told Stephen Colbert on The Late Show, "We have a script. It starts shooting at the end of July." Abrams also co-wrote and directed The Force Awakens and was a producer on The Last Jedi. And at number 1, avocados. We all love them. They're a super popular superfood. Well, now it seems like they're super versatile, and they're becoming just a perfect place to store your engagement ring. That is a trend, and it is growing on social media right now. People surprising their loved ones with a ring on the inside of the avocado. So there you go, millennials. They are going full millennial on this one. There's even a hashtag avocado proposal. So something unique, I guess. And if you're hungry, it works out too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it does.
Just be careful.
Just be careful. Don't swallow the ring.
Right.
You might have to wait a couple of days for your engagement answer. So, in any case, we'll move on. We do have some more rain in the forecast. It'll be most likely during the evening hours up in the northern part of the state. It's not going to be too heavy. After that moves off to the north after about 9 or 10 o'clock, just a 30% chance of showers statewide. Temperatures nearly steady in the mid-50s, but actually coming up tonight at 5, we're going to talk about a severe weather potential and more flooding rains that could be on the way. No, let me change that. That will be on the way for your Saturday, and when we might dry out as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, Keith, we'll see you in a few minutes. Also, Olympic athletes, they're using high-tech. Coming up, we'll take a look at some of the new technology and what this could mean for the future of the games. Next.
Metal Roof Pros has your new roof covered. Over 25 styles and colors to choose from, installed by Arkansas's leader in metal roofing. Call now to take advantage of our winter special and save thousands with half-off labor costs on any new metal roof. Metal Roof Pros. Do it once, do it right.
Injured in a car wreck? Call Morris Sport.
Don't go in alone. We can help.
Or get 24-hour service at morrispart.com.
And if you can't come to us, remember, we can come to you.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
We'll work hard to get you the money that you deserve.
Injured in a car wreck in the Little Rock area? You know what to do. Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morrispart.com. One call, that's all.
Screens. It seems they're everywhere, letting you stream, download, and binge your must-see shows. The power behind it all is Suddenlink. For just $69.99 a month for 1 year, you'll get 100 meg internet, so that everyone can watch TV on a tablet or stream internet video on TV. Also, get 200 TV channels, reliable rain or shine. Plus, get HBO included for 1 year and Showtime included for 1 year. Also, get a free HD cable box for 2 years and a free modem with Wi-Fi for 2 years. For just $69.99 a month for 1 year, get 100 meg internet, TV, unlimited calling, free cable box and Wi-Fi for 2 years, HBO and Showtime included for 1 year. That's over $900 in savings. Call 855-761-7118 today or visit suddenlink.com/connect for special web-only offers.
Come and enjoy a new experience in shopping for your home. At Aladdin Rugs and Home Decor, we have over 5,000 rugs in the latest colors and styles. Bring your pillows, pillow shams, and sizes. We will help you select the perfect rug. We are #1 in customer service with over 15,000 square feet of rugs, unique home decor, wallpaper, and now flooring. And remember, buy today, take it home today, and save. Why wait? Aladdin Rugs on JFK in North Little Rock.
Metal Roof Pros has your new roof covered. Over 25 styles and colors to choose from, installed by Arkansas's leader in metal roofing. Call now to take advantage of our winter special and save thousands with half-off labor costs on any new metal roof. Metal Roof Pros. Do it once, do it right.
KARK4 aerial footage brought to you by ARK UAV. You're watching KARK4 News at 4.
Well, we are nearing the finish line of the 2018 Olympic Games, and with the final events and medal ceremonies this weekend. As Liz McLaughlin reports, this year they took home gold as the most high-tech Olympics ever.
So difficult.
Olympic athletes have been honing their ability to spin and jump off the mountain using high-tech simulators.
Striver created the virtual simulation of the exact downhill course that the ski team is going to compete on in the Olympics.
A step up from the Nordic track, athletes can also get an edge with SkyTech sports simulators, which can mimic a variety of snow conditions and terrain. Ski jumpers practice their technique using a wind tunnel by Darko Technologies. 6 turbines blow up to 60 miles an hour, so skiers can mimic the free fall of a jump without risking injury.
3, 2, 1.
Tech has made a big show throughout the games. Intel kicking things off with a record performance, programming more than 1,200 drones in unison to take the Olympic rings sky high. Opening ceremony jackets by Ralph Lauren feature toasty tech, integrated heat panels that could be the future of winter gear.
It is ink printed on there electronically that is conductive and creates the heat.
And if you couldn't make it to watch the Olympics in person, there is still time to feel like you're there. The NBC Sport VR app features more than 50 hours of live virtual reality content this year, getting a little closer to the gold during this final stretch of the Olympic Games. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
So many cool features at the Olympics this year. Our Chanley Painter is also getting into the spirit. She is at the Arkansas Stadium in Little Rock, where she actually learned some moves on the ice. Chanley.
Hey, I'm here at the Arkansas Stadium with Harper. She's 5 years old. She's a hockey player. Were you excited the women's team won gold the other night?
Yeah.
You are? Hey, why don't you get out and show us a little bit of your hockey demonstration? It's one of the things you can learn here at the Arkansas Stadium. I'm here with Coach Ward. Tell us more about hockey here in Little Rock.
Well, hockey's been around here in Arkansas for quite some time. I moved down here in '83 originally and didn't bring my hockey equipment, but found out there was a decent program down here, so been skating ever since. We've got a great youth program here. There's about 70 kids in the program. Ranging everywhere from Harper's age all the way up to the team I coach. It's a U16 team. Okay. You notice on her jersey there it says the Little Preds. Okay. We do a program with the Little Preds where they provide about $128 worth of equipment. It means everything from skates all the way up to the helmet. Kids get to keep all that, and it's an 8-week session. Okay. It's run once every Saturday, and there's about 10 kids per session, and it's a great way to start the program out and get them into the older age groups.
And why don't you show us something that we could learn for the hockey program? I'm going to let you take that away, Coach Ward.
And give you a shot.
Okay, sounds good. In the meantime, I want to learn how to skate, so I'm going to go over here with Coach David because this is only my second time on the ice. And what tips can you give me for figure skating here at the Arkansas Stadium?
Well, keep your knees bent, keep your weight forward, kind of like a skier would do, and then you're going to go downhill. You don't want to go backwards, okay. Obviously.
Yes. And see, you don't want to slip and fall like my photographer just almost did.
That's right. Well, he needs a pair of skates on.
And you teach people of all ages here at the Arkansas
beginners on up. I've got skaters above 60 years old. Okay. And it's all a lot of fun, just learning to move around and use your body on this slippery stuff for sure.
Right. Well, let's move around. How about this? What if I get in this chair? You think you can push me around the rink?
I think I could.
Okay. Oh, back to you. This is a new style of curling.
Oh, wow. Now that looks like a lot of fun. I think we can all do that. Chanley, thanks. We'll be right back.
Soak up the savings on a new hot spring spa. Townley Pool and Spa now offers 0% for 60 months on the world's best-selling spa. We make it easy so you can take it easy.
Ah, Townley.
Helping people at their greatest time of need is a rewarding experience. That's what drives us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. If you've been injured in an accident, have financial problems, issues with a doctor or nursing home, or denied a Social Security claim, we have good people doing good work on those cases. At the Brad Hendricks Law Firm, we're prepared to help you.
We're ready for your challenge. We're ready for your call.
Red Gerard won the U.S.'s first gold of the games.
Red Gerard is on top of the podium.
Will he make it two in the big air competition? And Team USA skis for gold in the first ever Alpine team event. The Winter Olympics live coast to coast. Tonight on NBC.
Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. Trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents.
Good Girls premieres this Monday on NBC.
Injured in a car wreck? Call More Sport.
Just call 376-9000.
Or get 24-hour service at morespark.com. The appointment is free.
The call is free. And there's no fee unless we get you money.
Call 376-9000.
What are you waiting for? Call now.
Injured in a car wreck in the Little Rock area? You know what to do. Call me now, 376-9000, or go to morespark.com. One call, that's all.
Soak up the savings on a new hot spring spa. Townley Pool and Spa now offers 0% for 60 months on the world's best-selling spa. We make it easy so you can take it easy.
Ah, Townley.
You're watching KARK4 News at 4.
Here's a look at what we have coming up for you next on KARK4 News at 5.
Coming up on KARK4 News at 5, Mother Nature slamming the natural state with buckets of rain. We'll take a look at flooding from across the state. Plus,
you won't think it would never happen here.
More than 20 school threats have been reported in Arkansas in the last week. Tonight, how the state and parents are responding. And police say a man is caught red-handed trying to make an illegal delivery in northwest Arkansas. How many pounds of marijuana police say they found in his car.
That and much more coming up next at 5. We'll see you right after this.